Hi, Haley. Leonard Parker here. Uh, Thank you for the invite. I had a chance to look through your job description and I wanted to make this quick video just to showcase some high-level areas of opportunity that I see for your website when it comes to SEO. And I know you're also looking at AdWords as well. So the first thing, as you can see, I'm here on your website. I would say the title tags. So if you're not familiar with the title tag, this little box that just popped up here. And so from what I'm seeing, they have not been optimized for SEO. So you have blog, but usually you want to include one of your target keywords here. So since this is your blog page, maybe I would put something like, um, let's see, physical therapy, stories, physical therapy news, and then also make sure to include your target location. So maybe something like Miami physical therapy news or Miami physical therapy insights. We can do a little bit more keyword research to really nail down what that phrase should be. But really the idea with these title tags is you want to include the target keyword for the page, your location, which is Miami. Then usually you want to include your practice name. So in this case, Symmetry Physical Therapy. And then just to show you one more example on the home page, and this is very important for the home page. So as you can see here, right now we just have home, which I would remove right away. And I would put here Symmetry Physical Therapy, pipe symbol, Miami Physical Therapy, or Miami Physical Therapy Clinic. Again, we can kind of sort out exactly what that needs to be, but the main idea here is that these title tags do need to be optimized for your keywords, and this is important for your SEO. When Google scans your website, it looks at the phrasing that's in these title tags to determine what it's about. So in this case, it will be Miami Physical Therapy Clinic, and that's going to steps put you in the right direction as far as being more optimized for SEO. Other than that, kind of just looking at some of my notes here, I will also look at your heading tags on your pages. So there are several pages on your site that aren't using heading 1 or heading 2 tags, and even those that are, again, they're not really optimized for keywords. So for heading tags, if I can use an offline example, maybe back when you're in high school or college, you had to write papers, and your teacher required that you put together an outline for your paper. So you'll have your different Roman numerals, and then under that you would have different key points that you want to further articulate on your paper. And that's pretty much the same way heading tags work. This is all with the back-end code of the website. But again, those heading tags, again, pretty much gives Google more information about what those pages are about. And so, again, we want to make sure that we are using those. And 2, we want to make sure that we're optimizing those with your keywords. Now I'm going to switch over here to my other window. And just one other thing, kind of just not really SEO related, but more kind of the look and feel of the website. If you scroll down here to the bottom, I would recommend modifying this map so that it spans the entire width of the screen. So right now, this space here, unless you were planning on putting something there, does look a little bit off. So just make sure you have someone take a look at that. And then for the blog page, these images, they're not really good quality. So you can see they're very blurry. And from what I can tell, you have a large following, a large presence. So we just want to make sure that we're presenting your clinic, in the best light possible. So when I see, and of course, I work in digital marketing, so I'm looking at websites all the time. But when I see things like this, it kind of, it gives me doubts in my mind. And if someone's not familiar with your brand or your services, it's basically their first impression when they go to your website. So you just want to make sure to clean up things like that. Now moving over to my other window here, I did some other research on your site. So from what I see, you're ranking really well for quite a few keywords. So you can see all of these ones, here, these twos. That represents your position in Google for those phrases. So it's pretty much a one complete page of first page rankings. So maybe if we can discuss what are some of the keywords that you're really trying to go after and making sure that you are in a good place. I would say in the top 3 to 5. I think that would be a good start. Also, when I'm looking at keywords, I also like to look at what I call low-hanging fruit opportunities. So these are keywords where you're ranking anywhere from around position 7, so that would be the bottom of page 1, to position 30, which would be the bottom of page 3. And typically, if you just do a bit of optimization for those keywords, so that can include creating content, that can include building some links to those pages that are ranking for those keywords. It can help propel you onto page 1 if you're not there already, and higher onto page 1. So those are just some things I would definitely take a look at. As far as your competition, I think I removed it. So let me just do this again. Miami, I can't spell. Miami Physical Therapy. There we go. So for what I saw, your biggest competitor, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, is this Fox so Fox Physical Therapy. Because everything else that ranks your two websites is related to academics and physical therapy departments at the University of Miami. So I take them as your number one competitor. Now, one big thing and one big focus of a campaign, if we were to work together, I would look at seeing getting you placed here in the Google My Business, or the local pack, as it's called. Because if you look at just the average number of the averages over all industries, 60 to 70% of all clicks are going to go to the results here in this map pack. And even if you're on your mobile phone, there'll actually be a call now button. So these listings are just a lot more visible than what we have here, below. And so on average, there's 880 searches per month for Miami Physical Therapy. So even if you were getting, 20% of those, 10% of those, that would really help transform your business. So I think that would be a top priority if we were to look to work together. Other than that, going back to kind of my research for Fox PT. So what I did was look at your backlink profile. And if you're not familiar with backlinks, basically it's I have a website, you have a website, I like your product, your service, or your content, and I link to your website from my website. And so in the Google's algorithms eyes, these links are seen as votes of confidence. If you don't have a great website or you provide a great service, then you won't have that many links. It's just the way it goes. So what I recommend is that you look at this as another area of opportunity for your website. Again, like I said, foxpt.com, they're probably your main competitor. So what I see, and I'll zoom in here a bit so you can see easier. From what I see, your domain rating, so basically this is a score on how much authority your website has when it comes to ranking for different phrases, and that's on a scale of 0 to 100. So you have a domain rating of 9. The Fox PT, they have a domain rating of 14, but you actually have more backlinks than them. So what that discrepancy tells me is that even though you have more backlinks, they have higher quality websites linking to them. And so that, when it comes to link building, that would be an area of focus, not just getting you any backlinks, but getting you higher quality backlinks. And so since you are a local based business, you're serving the Miami area, I recommend two, or actually three different types of links. Number one, guest posts. That's where we'll go out to different local websites or um, you know, even industry related websites and, see about guest posting opportunities where we will write the article on their website, but we will link back to your website. Other than that, I will also look at just local bloggers. So it doesn't even necessarily have to be an industry site, but maybe, typically what a value add would be, in exchange for posting on their website, maybe you provide their readership with 10% off their first appointment fees or something. Other than that, the last idea would be just really, connecting with local media. So most news stations, they have someone on staff that focuses on health related topics. So I would recommend connecting with each of those staff members at each news station in the Miami area, just so that you have that relationship. And usually, whenever they might need a news story, if we really develop that relationship well, they'll always reach out to you. So, I mean, even outside of link building, if you're getting featured on news websites, that can be great for your overall brand. So, just something to think about there. Um, and then lastly, since you are, again, a local business, what I recommend is looking at your local citations. This is not as important as it used to be, but we still want to make sure that you're present on all of what I call the power listings. And from my research, it looks like you are missing listings on several of these power listing websites. So again, this would be probably something I would start in month 2 and getting you added on these different sites. So Haley, that brings me to the end of the video. Hopefully it has been helpful and help you understand the value that we can bring. I know the video was focused on SEO, but for AdWords, again, kind of just keep the strategy high level. If you're not running an ads campaign, we will look at some of your competitors in the area. I'm not able to see the ads because I'm based in Houston, but we do have tools where we can see the other PT businesses that are practicing in your area, kind of just get an idea for the keywords that they're going after, estimate of their monthly budget, and their target, their ad copy. What are they using to advertise? And that will be how we can help build your ad campaign. And then, of course, as it's always a testing process, so we manage the campaigns daily so that you're not wasting money and you're getting relevant clicks and relevant lead requests. So that's pretty much at a high level our ad strategy. Also, we do incorporate call tracking. If you're not familiar with that, then I can discuss more on a call. And we also leverage landing pages where instead of just going to your main website, we build out a dedicated landing page that really is optimized for conversions. And we find that those typically work better than just sending people to your main website. Other than that, we also provide content services. So content is a big piece in our SEO puzzle because good content, not only does it help you optimize for certain keywords, but it can be a great way to build backlinks to your site. So content is a big piece, and we do have writers who specialize in the health space. So mostly we have worked, and I have personal experience working in behavioral health, so more so with psychologists, or I should say psychiatrists, and also working with chiropractors. So I know especially for chiropractors, there definitely may be some overlap there from my previous experience that we can leverage for your campaign. So thanks again for watching the video, and I look forward to your response. Take care and have a great rest of your day.